Hello and welcome to another episode of Game Things. My name is Sho, and here at Game Things, we bring you the latest gaming news update every week. Without further ado, here are the news. Microsoft sure caught all of his pants down as news about the company acquiring Activision Blizzard had surfaced all around the internet. This deal works out to be $68.7 billion. Round it up and you got a nice number. For your reference on how big this deal is, Microsoft previously acquired ZeniMax Media, or aka the company that also owns Bethesda, for a finalized amount of $7.5 billion. That is a 9x price difference right there. And if there's anyone out there even more unhappy than Bethesda, it can only be Sony. After the news of Microsoft's acquisition breaks out, Sony's share price fell by a good 10%. Once the Microsoft Activision deal goes through, Microsoft will own the IP of the company, and to name a few known ones, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Diablo, Hearthstone, Overwatch, StarCraft, Tony Hawk, Crash Bandicoot, and before you laugh at Candy Crush, you have to admit that mobile games makes a lot of money. That's a fact. Now let's switch it up a little bit. I'm personally not a fan of this consolidation where big companies are gobbling up the smaller companies. But for the case of Activision Blizzard, it seems like a much needed change of pace, especially after all the things that happened. It's just not helping the company at all. And looking at this, I really want to just touch on what are the potential future releases for these Activision Blizzard IPs, especially Call of Duty, which might not always be the best game, but definitely highly discussed when there is a new release of the game. Call of Duty's future releases will be interesting for us to keep an eye on because the franchise had released a good majority of its titles on the PlayStation starting from Call of Duty back in 2003. While it is unlikely to have Call of Duty Vanguard being released on the PlayStation and then pulled out, but to the upcoming titles, say a year or two from now, it is hard to say that they will also be made available on the PlayStation. Reason being, Microsoft needs to make this acquisition worthwhile for the amount of dollars they have paid today in the coming years. They are running a business, and business gotta do what they gotta do to stay afloat. And in Microsoft terms, it is those Game Pass that they have to sell. Next piece of news. We have Hitman 3 revealing its Year 2 content on YouTube, which premiered on 13th of January. There's a new mode called Elusive Target Arcade. In this mode, you only get one chance to take down your target. Mistakes and failures are permanent. There will be multiple objectives and targets given in each of the trials, and you can only attempt the same trial again 12 hours after failing to take down or assassinate the target that has been marked. Elusive Target Arcade will be available for all Hitman 3 owners starting 20th of January. And if you think the fun stops there, on the very same day of January 20, the PC VR version of the game will be made available as well. Players can also experience the newly supported ray tracing mode, variable rate shading, and Intel XeSS upscaling, which is the competitor of NVIDIA's DLSS and AMD's FSR upscaling solution. With all that said, Hitman Trilogy is said to include Hitman 1, 2, and 3, and is coming to all platforms including Steam, Xbox Game Pass, both console and PC, on 20th of January 2022. However, the last time I checked on 18 January, Hitman 3 or the Trilogy Pack is yet to be listed on Steam. Fingers crossed that the game will actually be on Steam because on their very own review stream of the Hitman 3 Year to Content, they made it clear that the game will indeed be releasing on Steam. Those would be the big piece of news that we have for you this week. Moving on to the flash news. For the Battle Royale fans out there, PUBG has gone free to play. However, there is a catch. The bad news is, for rank and custom matches, Battleground Plus will be required and it will cost you a one-off $13 US. For the good news, those who have bought the game previously will have their accounts automatically comes equipped with the Battleground Plus alongside some in-game goodies. The last I checked, the game is still sitting well above 300,000 concurrent players, which is a very healthy player base. And if there is any complaints that I would want to share, why is the name PUBG Battlegrounds? Players Unknown Battlegrounds? Like, come on. And if you're a really hardcore Battle Royale fan, another free-to-play Battle Royale game is in the works. It is called My Hero Academia Ultra Rumble. The game is currently being developed by Bandai Namco. Every match seemed to feature a modest number of 24 players only. Unfortunately, lots of information is still lacking at this point. We have yet to receive any info on the launch date, but the game will be free to play and is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. For the future updates of the game, we will keep you posted, so be sure to follow us. Sony had just released their God of War PC port on January 14, and for a game that doesn't have microtransactions, no platform exclusivity, no requirement for another launcher or unnecessary account, you already know, people are going to love it. The review on Steam have been leveling at a staggering 97% positive review. If this is the quality of PC port Sony can bring to us, the players, I can see why people are asking and really looking forward towards games like Bloodborne or even Spider-Man. Not financial advice, but maybe it is time to buy some Sony shares. Warren Buffett once says, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Next, in the world where Ubisoft can make a terrible game again and again, at a time where Sony is releasing PC ports for its previous PlayStation exclusives, you have to think to yourself, what should we really expect in the year 2022? On January 17th of 2022, this man goes by the name Mitch Reese, who streams on Twitch as well, has actually done a speedrun for the game Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. But there's a catch. This man right here did it blindfolded. Like, what? I mean, there are so many people who are struggling to finish this game even until today, but you tell me this guy speedrun the game blindfolded? And he fought the bosses with not his eyes but his ears? I'm sorry, but after looking at this, I don't think I can trust a single word from anyone who says that he hasn't completed Sekiro yet, or she. And with all the details he had to memorize step by step, all in sequence, mad respect to this man. And if you wish to see him in action, you can check it out with the link down below. For those who have been following the news, Pokemon Legend Arceus is releasing this month on 28th of January 2022. With the game releasing in a week or so, we got to see an extended gameplay video from Nintendo. The gameplay, new mechanics, crafting, questing, surveying, how different Pokemon will react to you as the player based on how you approach them, different styles of Pokemon attack that consumes different amount of PP, all of them are so different from the original Pokemon game that this will be a total hit or a miss. And as far as discussion goes, I'm one of the people who are definitely welcoming these changes made as compared to the older Pokemon titles. I really hope you can spend some time watching the extended gameplay video from Nintendo, which will be linked down below as it is really amazing. I know not everyone will agree with me personally, but I'm going to say it. This might just be the best Pokemon game to be released yet. Every time when I talk about JRPG, I just cannot go by without mentioning Persona. It has been more than 5 years since the original release of Persona 5 back in 2016. While Atlus had previously confirmed that they are working on a sequel title, rumors have it that Persona 6 might turn out to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive. It has been 25 years since the first Persona was released back in 1996 for the PlayStation 1. I sure hope Atlus will reveal more information on the upcoming Persona title, considering the fact that the 25th anniversary celebration for Persona is still an ongoing event. We already know that Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is releasing on the 17th of March 2022. There have also been rumors on Persona 4 Golden will be coming to the Nintendo Switch. It is clear that Atlus have lots of surprise prepared and will be sure to keep you posted on the future developments and update from Atlus. When it comes to keeping promises, Nvidia has a good track record. Remember the promise Nvidia made during the 2022 CES show to provide us more updates on the newly announced RTX 3090 Ti? The good news is, they did. And the bad news? The production of RTX 3090 Ti has been delayed, and so is the launch window. I mean, I can't blame them if they did keep us updated after their promise, right? And a quick one. If you're one of the people who are excited to play S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 this year, great news, because the game will be releasing this year. The catch is that the initial release date of April 2022 is being pushed back all the way to December 8th, 2022. I guess this is just one of the many signs of game releases in general in this year of 2022. Brace yourself, dear gamers, I'm pretty sure there are more to come. At the very least, there is one thing that you won't have to wait any longer. Go to the Epic Games Store and claim yourself a copy of Relicta, a first-person, physics-based puzzle game where your creativity can shine and your mind will be blown. Hopefully not the case for the keycaps on your keyboard. Start claiming it on January 21st and latest by 28th of January 2022. Lastly, here's a game that might be worth a try. Nobody Saves the World is an action 2D RPG, hack and slash where you play as nobody. I mean your name, you are nobody. Become a slot, ghost, dragon, and more. Head on to your adventure to explore this vast overworld, either on your own or with a friend of yours online, accepting rewarding quests and clearing dungeons. Nobody Saves the World is now available on Steam, Xbox One, Series X and Series S, as well as the Microsoft Store. Not to mention, it is also coming to Xbox Game Pass for cloud, console, and PC on January 20th of 2022. That will be all from us for this week's Game Things. Coming again on Friday for a weekly game news update. My name is Sho, signing out.